Hello and welcome to lecture 4 of the series MATLAB Essential for Scholars, Scientists and Engineers. I am Dr. Mehar and in today's session we will focus on one of the most fundamental aspects of programming in MATLAB, working with variables and constants. Variables are the building blocks of the computations. In this lecture, you will learn how to define, name and manage variables effectively in the MATLAB. We will work through MATLAB's naming rule, explore commands like who, whose and clear for managing your workspace, and understand how to work with the built-in constant such as pi, infinity and nan. Whether you are new to MATLAB or looking to strengthen your foundation, this session will equip you with the skills needed for efficient data handling in all your future programs. So the very first is, what is variable? A variable in the MATLAB is a named storage location used to build data such as number, arrays, character or results for computations. Variables allows you to store the manipulate data efficiently throughout your MATLAB program or the session. We will discuss about all this, what are the variable, how we can store the variable, their names and many more. Here is the types of the variable in MATLAB. MATLAB supports various types of the variable to store and manipulate different kinds of data. These data types help we organize information efficiently for the computation, analysis and visualization. Here you can see that A is equal to 10. A is the variable and equal is used to assign the value to the variable A, which is 10. So when we will use the first statement A is equal to 10, it means we have assigned the value to the variable A, which is number 10. And in the second statement, you can see name is equal to MATLAB. MATLAB here is the string, and this information is stored in the assignment variable, which is name. And in the third statement, you can see we have is V is equal to 1, 2, 3, and this is one type of the array, and all the element we can store inside V. So these are the some types of the variable, and in the coming session we will discuss in the more detail. So why variables are required and what are the importance of the variables? Variables store data for later program use effectively, and we can code for the writing. These help us to make programs interactive and responsive to change, and variables simplify equations and problem solving in the mathematics. So what is the naming rule for the variable and how we can use the name of the variable? So here when the very first is start with the letter. Ensure the variable is valid and readable. Never start the number. The variable always start from letter, and include the letter, numbers and underscore. We can include numbers, we can use underscore while assigning the any variable. Okay, and case sensitive. MATLAB is very sensitive, and for example we have is lower case or uppercase, both are different. Avoid key prevent conflict with the MATLAB built-in functions. Some of the inbuilt variables are there in the MATLAB, so we have to avoid these key words which are available in the MATLAB, and we have to keep in mind. So here you can see, here is the example, one value is equal to 100. So this is incorrect variable. We cannot start with the number, so we can start from letter, whether it is uppercase or lowercase. We must check the variables and how we can manage them. So here you can see we have in the first column command, and in the second column we have the description about the command. Who. When you will enter who statement, this will return the list of the variables in the workspace which are available, and when you will enter whose, this will provide us the detailed view of the variable in the command window. And when you will use clear, this will remove all the variables which we have assigned the values in the command window, and automatically this will be available in the workspace. Clear X, this will remove the variable X only, and CLC is used to clear the command window. So you can also define your own user defined constant by assigning the values and not to modifying them further. As you can see here, the example g is equal to, we have is 9.81. This is the acceleration due to gravity, and pi underscore value, this is equal to pi. Okay, pi is inbuilt variable, and we can store this as pi underscore value. Okay, so here we have the constant and description, and the examples are there how we can use this constant. Pi is inbuilt function in the MATLAB, and the value of pi is 3.1416. and for example, if you want to use r is equal to 2 pi, okay, you have to use the product sign to product pi. Info is infinity, and for example, when we have 1.0, and we know the value of 1.0 is infinity, and when you will enter, this will return info in the command window. And 0.0 or infinity upon infinity, these are not a number, so nan means not a number, and EPS, floating point precision. Okay, so these are the some constants which are built in MATLAB, and we must be familiar about this while using the MATLAB. Okay, so here you can see this is the MATLAB. Okay, and here what we are doing, I cross all this first, and not required to save, no, and cancel it, yes. Now we have, this is the command window. Okay, so here you can see a is equal to 19. Okay, so a is a variable, and equal to is used to assign the value to a, which is 19. So when I will enter, you can see that the value of a is stored, and you can see in the workspace also on the right at its place. Similarly, if I have b is equal to, I am using here this string, okay, Mehar Chand, and when I will enter, you can see that the value of b is also stored in the workspace. Okay, and see the difference at that place when we enter a, and in that case we use semicolon, so there is no output value in the command window. But in the case of b is equal to this string, and you can see that this string is have the output value as well as the value of b is stored in the workspace. Okay, similarly, see here, c is equal to we can use 3.14, and this is the float value. Okay, or you can use pi underscore value. Okay, so this is the assignment variable, and in this case you can use, and we want to save the value of pi is this one. Okay, and you can see in the workspace here, pi value is 3.1416. Okay, and if you are trying to save the value like one value is equal to 9, and when you will enter, you can see that there is an error message, means we cannot start with the number. Okay, but if you want to use the number, first there must be letter, then after we can use number also. See here, if you want to use here 1, then the value is stored here. You can use again value 2, okay, is equal to 45, and you can see that the value has been stored. So you can use numbers in this way, or either you can use also the underscore, as you can see in the very first statement here. If I have is d underscore integer, okay, integer first, and then equal to 9, and suppress it. So you can see that d underscore int 1 is 9. So in this way you can use the variables to store the value. Okay, and CLC is used to clear the command window. Okay, so you can see that the command window is very clear. Okay, and then after we can have who. When you will enter who, and you can see that all the variables which are available in the workspace will return at this place. So a, b, c, pi value 2, and d into 1 value 1. So all the variables which are available in the workspace you can see here. Okay, and if you are using whose, so this will return all the variables but with some more information. So in the first column, you can see all the variables which are available in the workspace. And then in the second column, you can see the size of all these variables. And in the third column, bytes, 8, 22 character, 8, double, class, and attributes. So when you will use whos, this will return some more information about the variables with their value also. Okay, and CLC. If you want to remove any one variable from the workspace, see here. If you want to remove only one variable, then see, I want to remove only A. I will use here A and enter. You can see that A variable has been removed from the workspace. If you want to remove two variables, then you can use B space C. Suppose that I want to remove the two variables or more than two variables from the workspace. You can use in this way, clear B space C space other variable and more. And when I will enter, you can see that these two variables has been removed from the workspace. If you are using only the clear and then enter, you will see that all the variables which are available in the workspace has been removed. Okay, so CLC. So there are some inbuilt functions in the MATLAB. See here, when we have 0 divided by 0, this will be nan. Okay, and if we have 1 upon 0, this will be infinity. Okay, and if we have 1 divided by 1, this will be 1. If you will divide infinity by infinity, this is also return nan. Okay, CLC. Then if you are using pi is inbuilt function in the MATLAB. Okay, and the value of pi is 3.1416. Okay, so here pi, infinity, nan, apps, CLC, and clear. Okay, so in this way we can use this command window. We can assign the values. We can get some more information about all the variables. Dear participant, thank you for joining me in the lecture 4 of our series MATLAB Essential for Scholars, Scientists, and Engineers. Today we explored how to define and manage variables in MATLAB, understood the importance of variable naming conventions, and learned how to use commands like who, whos, and clear to control the workspace. We also introduced some of the MATLAB's built-in constants such as pi, infinity, and nan, which are widely used in scientific computations. These fundamental skills are essential for working confidently in the MATLAB environment. In our next lecture, we will take this knowledge a step further as we dive into data type and type conversion in MATLAB. Until then, keep participation, keep exploring, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notification so you won't miss the upcoming session. See you next time. Thank you.